guys, my name is Love Bembo and welcome to my channel. Okay, so we had a break in transmission last week because I was celebrating my 1 month wedding anniversary. But this week we continue with our series on adulthood, and this is our episode 2 on adulthood. And today I'll be discussing the challenges as we get picking a career path in the labor market. Now, like I said, adulthood is in stages, and these stages are very important, and they determine, where how far you go to in life. Now, like I said, I'll be discussing the challenges that you face picking a career path in the labor market. Now, the previous episode we talked about, going to the university, picking a course to study. Now we are talking about a career path. Now you're finished from the university, you've done your NYSC, and it's time to pick a job. Sometimes it's easier for people, those that are into professional courses, like the lawyers, the doctors, the engineers. They already know what they want to do. A doctor knows that he wants to practice medicine. A lawyer knows that he wants to practice law. Either he wants to be in the corporate law, he wants to do civic law, whatever the case may be. He or she knows the role he or she is supposed to play. Also, an engineer, be it a chemical engineer, a civil engineer, an aeronautic engineer, as the case may be, they already have their lines and their job cut out for them. They know what they want to do. It's straightforward for them. For people like us, like me, that study industrial mathematics, it's a whole lot. It's a different ballgame entirely, because this is not a professional course. Now you have to ask yourself questions like, okay, how did the course I study relate into the labor market? Which part of the labor market can I fit in? Okay. Now, when I talk about the labor market, don't think it's excluding people that run their business. That's the entrepreneurs. It is inclusive of it. So I'm talking about 9 to 5 jobs. I'm talking about the entrepreneurs. I'm talking about the investors, be it angel or venture investment, as you might want to be. I'm talking about that all encompassing. All of this for me makes up the labor market. Now it's your decision. Sometimes some people go to school, they don't plan to use what they study. They don't plan to use what they study to work. So sometimes some people go to school just to favor their parents, because their parents say, my child must have a degree. I did not go to school. There's some parents like that probably don't have the opportunity to go to the university, and they have kids and they make up their mind their kids must go to school, they must have a degree. And because of that, sometimes the kids might not be education oriented, but because the parents are insistent and they want to make their parents plan, just go ahead and do it. So they know that whatever certificate they have is not because they want to use it to study, but it's because they want to honor their parents, which is good, because honoring your parents is very, very important. It's key. But yeah, like I said, picking a career path can be very challenging. Like for somebody like me, like I said, for example, that study industrial mathematics, I have to ask myself, industrial mathematics is a practical part of mathematics. It talks about applying mathematics to the industry, to real life situations. So which sector can I fit in? Where can I work in? Okay, since it can fit into the industrial sector, into sectors that has to do with the practical aspect of mathematics, where exactly can I work? And now that now, apart from where exactly can I work, then you now ask to the next step is, okay, job opportunity. Okay, this is I've identified where I can work. Okay, which sector or which jobs are available for me at that moment in time, and how does it go from there? Okay, now I see that, okay, this is the sector I've identified. Oh, for instance, I say, okay, as a mathematician, I can work in the industrial sector, I can work in the industry, I can I work in any industry that's into production, I can work in any in a banking sector, I can decide to work in an auditing firm, because I do a numbers too as a mathematician. So I decide, okay, this is the sector I want to be in. Now the step is, okay, this job available, you go for an interview, and you're being interviewed, and it's left for the interviewer to say, is this person qualified enough to take this job? And the challenges that we have, especially for new graduates, fresh out of uni graduates, is the fact that most employers don't want to employ unexperienced personnel. So they want somebody that is experienced. So they want graduates that are experienced. So are you experienced enough? You see, you are applying for jobs and they're telling you they want experience of 5 years, and you're saying, I just came out, I'm just fresh out of uni. How am I supposed to get this experience? And you need a job. You need to work, and in some cases your parents are dependent on you. Maybe at this point in time your parents are retired or in the course of retirement, so you're already thinking, oh, how do I want to support this, how do I want to give back for all the sacrifices they've made to get me to where I am. Now that challenge of, okay, getting a good job, just so that you can support your parents, so you can stand on your own 2 feet. Because when you get to this stage where you're seeking to enter the labor market, the chances of getting pocket money from your parents are very slim. They might not even give you again. The highest they might give you is probably give you transportation to go for your interviews, as the case may be. But all those benefits that you enjoyed when you uni begins to cease. Why? Because they expect at this stage you should be bringing back money and not collecting. And if you have siblings, you're on your own, because now they're using the money that they're supposed to spend on you. They're trying to use to train your other siblings, and there's no how. You have to be understandable, because you also want your siblings to be prosperous. So you just have to do your best, just to move ahead in life. And like we know, for those of us that are in Nigeria, or those watching from Nigeria, we know that in Nigeria, the employment rate in Nigeria is drastically dropping by the day. There are no jobs anywhere, and even when there are jobs, the demand for labor is low. I can remember when I was fresh out from the university, and I was like, oh god, okay, if I'm starting a job, the minimum I can take is an 100k salary. My brothers and sisters in the Lord, it shocked me. It shocked me all back on when I went for interviews and I saw how they had reduced demand for labor. Like, you go for an interview, you're telling they are paying 50k. And I'm asking myself, how much did my parents spend in the university, project and everything? How much did I spend to get this education, this degree? And somebody is pricing me for 40k, 50k per month. I don't understand. For a graduate, it was hard for me to comprehend. After I had gone to 1 or 2 or 3 interviews, and I saw the rate of payment in terms of employment and the salary, I saw that I need to cut down my coat. At that point in time, I had to come to terms with the reality of things. And I told myself, okay, the minimum job I was going to do was a 50k job. I can remember the first offer I had was a family friend that offered me Animal Technologies. It was a company that was into inverters, solar panels, and a bunch of other things. And I can remember telling him, my man told me what's the least I could take. I said 50k. The man, I said okay. So I was happy that okay, this man was willing to pay me 50,000. My brothers and sisters in the Lord, it shocked me. It shocked me all back going again. As I got there, the man told me what he could pay me was 45,000. I had been at home for at this time after NYC, I'd been at home for about 3 months. I was already getting frustrated because I didn't just understand waking up, sleeping, not having any profitable thing to do. I felt like my brain was just dying. I needed to do something. I was too young. There was so much in me that I needed to give out, and sit at home was not working for me. And when the man told me 45,000, and then I remember I was staying in Agbado Ijayi, and this job opportunity I got was on the island, was in Igbo Efon. For people conversing with those Aja axis, that was like a distance. So one of the things, the man gave me 2 conditions. Okay, he would pay me 45,000, and I had to find an accommodation that was close to my job. My brother and sister see me looking for ultimate search to look for accommodation where I will stay, so that I can be able to do this work, so I can be able to get this job, since I've been at home for 3 months and I wanted to be productive. The ultimate search was no, I had to start going to family and friends. All my life I've never really stayed with family and friends, so it was really hard for me. But I needed a job. I needed to start something with my life. I needed to start giving back to my parents, to assist them the little way I can. So I had to go ahead. I was able to get a family friend. I said not a family friend, a relative, that stayed in Surulere. So Surulere was still far, but it was close enough than Agbado Ijayi. So I moved to Surulere. Now my aunt is late now, in my late aunt's place, and that was where I was staying to go to the job. 45,000. Brothers and sisters, this job was not only annoying. I worked Mondays to Saturday. Imagine working Monday to Saturday in a month, and you're being paid 45,000, and you're going all the way to Igbo. I remember I had to wake up very early in the morning. I woke up by 5. By 5:30, latest 6 o'clock, I'm out of the house. Office resumes by 8 o'clock. I should be there by 8. As long as there's no traffic on the island, I'll make it. Sometimes when there's traffic, probably I get it like few minutes past 8 and all of that. Saturdays I was still good. So the only days I had for rest was Sundays. I can remember some of my friends, I used to chat with them before I got a job, began to complain that, Lord, you are proud now, you've gotten a job now, you don't remember us because we don't have a job now, you have left us, Abi. and we were just going on and on. I can remember then I was in a phone that was like battery was down, and then my office then gave me like a small palasa phone, so I couldn't really do WhatsApp and all of that. So now I'll get messages, I'm so busy to reply. When I reply, my battery is down and all of that. So some people couldn't understand. I felt like, oh, this girl was feeling, I was being proud, oh, because she has gotten a job. Now I've not gotten a job. I didn't even have time to be proud, babe. Ladies and gentlemen, I was tired, working Monday, Saturday, every day, going all the way to Ibu F1. And it was so hard for me. At the point I got frustrated because my boss was always demanding. I was this kind of person, some bosses that there's nothing you do that you please them. There's nothing you can do. It's not about you. It's not that they hate you. Just nothing you can do that will please them. And they're not open to suggestions. You're seeing some certain things and you feel like, oh, if you go in this direction, we'll get it. They don't want to take direct. They don't want to. And I know that people like that, when they don't take directions and their plans crumble, they will come back to you. So yeah, that was it. And I can remember that when I got employed, I was employed as like a personal assistant to the manager, because the manager was a family friend to my dad. And from personal assistants, my brother says, I turned to admin staff. I talked to logistics staff. There was nothing I did not do. I haven't done to recruitment officer joined. There was nothing I didn't do. I had to start managing online markets. As in and still on that 45k salary. As the job title is increasing, the salary is not increasing. You see where it was. At the point I got frustrated. Okay, how much is my transportation in a month? My transportation was like about almost 20,000 naira. Okay, I'll pay my tithe because I'm a child of God. I pay my tithe. How much I'm left with? Barely 20,000 naira. Okay, out of that, I'll calculate feeding that I'll use to eat for lunch during work. How much is that in a month? And I will see you. I'm a woman. I will do my hair. I will buy sanitary wares and all of that. There was really nothing. I couldn't even give my parents. And I was like, oh, I wanted to get a job to support my parents. There was nothing to support my parents. Literally nothing to support my parents, because I barely had enough to take care of myself. And like I said, I was still with my family friends, so I was responsible for my feeding. So I'm like, don't know. Okay, at that point, they were still giving me food, but it was not working. And I got frustrated. I remember so many times I would come to office and I feel like, oh, I'm typing my resignation letter today, because I was just frustrated about the whole thing. I was like, I wanted to work, but this was not what I wanted. I was being stressed, I was being used, and I was paid little or nothing. Penury, And got so kind, I got a better job with a better offer. I was paying 2 times my salary, as at 45,000 and all of that. And thank God that's gone way up than that. But what I'm saying, this is the struggle, trying to get a job and all of that. Then, like I said, this aspect I've talked so far is about job. Now I'm talking about career path. Some people say, okay, now I want to be an HR personnel, get all the certifications and all of that. I want to be a chartered secretary. I want to be a chartered accountant. There are different lines. So many. And now everybody knows that what is the in thing right now in this phase that we are in is IT. Anybody into IT is making mad money. Everybody knows. Me, sef, I'm thinking about whether we go and learn the IT so that all of us can be making the money together. You understand? An IT person a person into IT, make so much, and you cannot blame them because they are constantly in the school of equipping themselves. So different certification comes every day. They need to upgrade themselves, they need to learn new things, and their courses are very expensive. They could be for a short time, but the cost is crazily expensive, and if you fail that exam, you have to write it again and again, till you make it. So you cannot blame them when they're spending so much thousands of naira getting certifications, and definitely they have to be paid what they are worth. And so yeah, so picking a career path is a very, very challenging labor market. And some people come out and say, I make up my mind that, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur. I don't think I want to work on that person. Some people are like that, they outright just make up their mind that, they don't want to work on that person. They want to do their own thing and all of that. And if you're in that category, if you're lucky enough to get a sponsor, be your family or parents are well off, and they can sponsor your dreams and aspirations, all well and good. For those that probably your parents cannot suffice to help, with the finances you need to start your business, you have to also by yourself. And you see, some of us like me, God willing, I have a business, but one of the things, I didn't have the finances, so I had to work. I had to start it. I had to do my normal 9 to 5 to be able to finance my business. But some of us, we have to go through that stage, get a job, to finance our dream, that is having our own business. The plan and goal is to build that business good enough where you feel like, oh, your 9 to 5 or 5 is not really necessary. I can now diverge fully into my business. But for some, they you have the money up front, or probably you're very prudent in your secondary school, in your university days, and you're able to save up the money. Some people are like that. So So whatever situation you find yourself, finding a career path is not always easy. It takes a lot of work, a lot of determination and focus to say this is what I want to achieve, and work towards it. But what I want to assure is that whatever you make up your mind to do, you will achieve it. Whatever career path, nobody's a dollar, nobody is unemployable. All you need to do is equip yourself, or whatever career path you choose for yourself, be it professional, or as the case may be, picking a line of work that you want to do. Equip yourself, make sure you get all the professional certifications, get all the qualifications you need. I tell you, the more qualifications you need, the more knowledge you pour into yourself, the more marketable you are in the labor market, the more opportunities come your way. You can't just sit down there and do nothing and expect that somebody that has certifications would be less preferred than you. No. So if you want something, you have to go at it. So that's part of adulthood, our episode for this week, series 2, building the labor market, trying to get that career path to get the finance, start making money, be that big auntie, big sister that you once used to look at all those your uncles and aunties, and you're not that person now. You have to just be that person, to people around you. I hope this video was able to help, in some kind of way. For those probably about to finish university, those that have already finished, hope you're able to get or learn one or two things. If you have your own personal experience you'd like to share, please, I really appreciate. Use the comment section, share with us, with me or with the whole world, things that you learned or the challenges you face picking a career path. We want to learn from you. Nobody's an island of knowledge. We live to learn from ourselves every day. So thank you for listening and watching today's video. Hope to see you in our next video. Bye. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you so much. Bye.